what we got? Got two. There we go. Let's start. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Catfish Combat with Joel. It is a kind of interesting mid-January day today the Lord has made. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've been able to get it back out on the water. School started up again, just got some activities going on. So, yeah, gonna get out here and do some catfishing. So let's talk weather for today. So the weather for being mid-January is unseasonably warm. It's about high 67, it's about 65 right now. Time's about 1 o'clock. Got some wind today, about 15-20 miles an hour out of the southeast. That can work to my favor right now. It just goes along with the current direction from the dam all the way this way to where I'm fishing. So yeah, if you guys, actually I want to show you something. You guys can see that I'm in an area where there's just a lot of fish clustered up in about 25 feet of water. I know there's a lot of gar feeding on them, but yeah, those are shad or white bass, one of the two. There's a lot of them in here. So this is where I'm going to start. Now they're pushing a lot of water down at the dam. I got cloudy skies. It's overcast. The majority of the fish I've been seeing are from about 25 to 30 feet. And because they're pushing so much water, the current's going pretty quick. What I usually do during those times, especially in the winter, is I try to find current breaks. I try to find areas in the river where I know there's going to be a turn. I fished this spot many times before. Because of that, it's one of my specific spots for your faster current days. So I got a finger out here, and then there's kind of a current seam, and the water slows down in this zone right here. Now I do know there's a lot of gar feeding in here right now, but I am also seeing some catfish signatures underneath them, especially in the deeper water. So I think we got kind of a feeding frenzy going on right here with the shad and the bait fish that are trapped. Now as far as bait goes, down at the marina, bait was real hard to come by today. I threw for almost an hour. I only got about 6 shad, a little suckermouth carp. That's the plan for today. So yeah, let's get fishing. All right, guys. So actually, this looks more like a buffalo. So I'm gonna throw him out there. So I'm gonna hook him right behind the spine, like so. Make sure you clear the scales off. Never really used a live one like this, so we'll see what this can do. One lesson I've learned whenever you're hooking these guys. Oh, I'm getting a bite. I'm getting a bite up there on rod 4. I'm gonna throw this out there real quick. One lesson I've learned when you're doing this with live bait, don't hook the bait over your bait tray or near the edges of your boat, because they will sometimes wiggle out of your hands and you lose your live bait. First fish of the day. It feels like a decent fish. Rod 4 is getting pecked there. This is on that shad head. Not a huge fish, I don't think, but starting here. Let's see what we got here. Shad head, that was only in the water for a couple minutes. He was pecking. Finally he committed. Probably a blue cat, probably 5 to 10 pound blue cat. Cloudy, overcast days like this are often a real good day for blue cat fishing. They seem to prefer bad weather. Oh, number 2's getting hit. Number 2's getting hit. Might get doubles here. I'm gonna have to put this guy in. That thing, I need to get this guy in the boat. I think this might be a bigger fish than I thought. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get him up close here. Nah. He's not what I thought he was. Yeah. Probably about 8-10 pounder. All right, he's nice and fat though. Let's get him in the boat. I got him hooked pretty good. Let's get him in. Well, I mean, that's a good start. I won't complain. I'm gonna put the clippers on him. All right, guys, there he is. Like I said, about 10 pounder. Nice fat fish. All right, let's let him go. Later, dude. Oh, I do have him. Yeah, I got him. What the? Okay, he just swam up towards the boat. I think he had it in his mouth for a while. He's not real big. I don't think. Same thing, shad head. Fish too. He pecked it for a while. He feels smaller than the last one. He's just way up here at the front of the boat. I hope it's not a gar. Let's see. Doesn't feel like it. He's not fighting like one. What do we got? Oh, it's a drum. That's a big drum too. Okay, well, that's a really big drum. Good heavens, man. Actually, I'm gonna net him. He's too big to use for bait, but if I call one of his little brothers, I'd actually hook him up. All right, let me just a second here. Might be close to the biggest drum I've ever caught. Well, I've caught a pretty big one over a Wheeler a couple years ago. I caught him on 4-pound test line. Yeah, that's a big old boy. Gosh, they're so goofy looking. He looks like he belongs on Big Bang Theory. See if he takes it. I think he's got it. Yeah, yeah, I got him. Yep, I got him. Feels like a decent fish. Let's see what we got. I don't think it's a big fish. Is that a flatty? Yeah, it's a flatty. Not a super big one. Look at, he's just dragging like a boat anchor. Pretty flathead. All right, buddy, go get bigger. Let's go get another one. All right, he's pulling some drag. Yeah, this fish is pulling some drag. Yeah, I got him. This is on a shad head. That wind is just picking up, man. It's just bad. It's a bigger fish. I don't think it's a monster, but it's a decent fish. He hit it really hard. He took off my hook. It's probably about a 20-pounder. Yeah, it's about what he feels like. It might be a little bit bigger. Probably gonna need the net for this one. He's right in that current too, so he might just, yeah, bearing down. Got a little light, got a little fight in him. So I'm in a different spot, same exact strategy though. I'm sitting in about 33 feet of water. There's a trench right here along a bunch of down trees. Figure there might be something in here. I got into a decent fish. I've been getting bit to death by dinks. Let's see, he's about to come out here. I think. I threw it way out there. So it's gonna be a long pull in. It's a good fish. We got some weight. You guys can see that rod tip. Yep. Come on, dude. Wear him down a little bit. Enjoy the fight. Guess it's probably big blue. Yeah, that's good size blue. That might be 25. Real thin fish though. Not super well fed or fat. Well, let's get him in the boat here. That's good fish. I'll take it for a slow day like today. Yeah, just probably 20, 25 pounds. All right, let's get him in the boat. Come on, dude. Get up here. Oh, it's caught on the motor. There we go. All right. All right, I'll get him unhooked and I'll show him to you guys. Okay, so that's going to wrap us up for this episode of Catfish Combat. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Not the most exciting day. I got 3 catfish and I got that big drum. I had to work for everything today. Sometimes fishing is like that. Sometimes it is real easy. I mean, you throw your cast net twice and you've got like 3 dozen shad. Some days you throw for over an hour and only get half a dozen. That's just the way it is sometimes. And then the fish, sometimes you find a school of them. Sometimes you have to move each spot and you get 1 in each spot. That was today. Today was, yeah, the odds were not in my favor. Yeah, the shad, the beginning with the shad getting bait, that took a lot of time. And then the fish I caught, basically all the spots I moved to, I only caught 1 fish there. I got a lot of nibbles, a lot of little dinks chewing on my baits, a lot of bait thieves. But yeah, only hooked into 3 actual fish. Now, I'm still going to post this as a video because something I just want everybody to take away from this is an important lesson. Not every trip you're going to do is going to be amazing and awesome. I mean, you mature fishermen, you know this, but if you're starting in this, and I wish somebody would have told me this as a kid when I first started fishing, when I was much, much younger. And we're talking in the 90s when I would, I'd watch the fishing pros on TV, and, every time they would be fishing, it's like every cast they're catching fish. When you're a kid, you get that impression that these pros are successful every time. YouTube has obviously changed that if you watch other people's channels. And I just want to give everybody a realistic view here that sometimes you go out on days, you don't get to pick the day you go fishing. I mean, sometimes you have 1 option and that's it. And might not be a great day to fish, but get out on the water, do your best and see what you can do. Now, what I've learned over the years is that don't just go out on days where it's going to be, great conditions, because you're missing out. I mean, if I had sat back today and said, conditions suck, there's 3 fish I wouldn't have caught, right? So I hope you guys are, if you're taking notes on this, conditions for today, a day like today, very slow as far as expectations went, but yeah, the strategy was I found the fish in kind of deeper water, looking for bait fish. I actually let it soak for a while. The fish weren't coming right away. It was usually after soaking for about 20 or 30 minutes. They seem to be very lethargic, but they were kind of moving around a little bit, right? So I kind of followed that strategy on my spots, and it paid off. I got some fish. But yeah, I hope you guys take that as a lesson away from this, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I want to say thanks to everybody. Thank you for watching the channel and supporting it. Really appreciate it. If you like this channel, hey, it's a low effort task. Just hit like and subscribe. Especially the subscribe part really helps me out, keeps me motivated, helps me keep doing this, and yeah, I really appreciate it. So all right, that's it. So remember, stay on mission for Jesus. Take care, God bless, and I'll see y'all out on the water.